This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bearcats will kick it away to start us off. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. On the run, it's Moss. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Wilson to pass. Might be looking to run. He's got him. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tempo in overdrive.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Hits the open man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo! Pig
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football, the clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going for 6. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Whoop-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts. Sweet!
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Finds his man. Finding an escape route. He's loose. Running through contact. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Let's send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wilson will throw. They'll run the screen. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
It's complete on the right side. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Catch inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front there. Physical, skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the left side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He caught it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Houston is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Clutch City. They're up by 17 over Eastern Michigan. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wilson to pass. Fires to the right. Got his man all by himself. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the back. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals, and the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Steps away to find some room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
Yeah, no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this guy.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Wilson will throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's complete! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Razorbacks! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. From the shotgun, the inside give. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
To the air on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try it over the left side.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Making side adjustments here. Wilson to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to...
Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You you can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wilson will throw. Moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They boot it away. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wilson to pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Right on target this time. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down.
Breaks into the open. He's up to 57 yards rushing in this game and getting closer to 1,400 for the season.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up when we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Rides to back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th.
A really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game, and play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start. And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
They get to him as he throws. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Leaves it with the back. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, we know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, just a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
They kick it away on 4th down. Catch is made at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Wilson will throw. Keeps looking downfield. Took a shot as he threw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll give it to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It's complete to the left, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He's got great speed. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Hunt is in the air. No fair catches here, looking for room. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Turns it on at midfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off the play fake. Quarterback adapted. On the run, fires downfield. Turning it on. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. They'll chase him out of bounds after that play, mark it at the 16-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
The Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fighting, just dismissing tackles. He's up to 90 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
For the offense.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And wings it incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. And it's his 4th interception of the game. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Get set.
Rides the back on the option, the give. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.